Guys, it's Kiki and Benji here. Sorry I didn't upload any videos yesterday like I said I would, but I got a little sidetracked and didn't do them like I said I was going to. So I'm doing them today. I have Benji kind of sitting on a pillow on my lap, so you guys can kind of see him. Um, well, first off, let's do the non BJD stuff first. So let's go do the movie reviews for the three movies that I said I was going to, which was Dredd, the Ruroni Kenshin live action movie, and The Hobbit. First off, let's start with Dredd. Dredd is based on a comic called Judge Dredd. Also, it was a movie previously done by Sylvester Stallone, which was Judge Dredd. That one didn't get as great of ratings as this one did, I'm assuming, because the one with Stallone, Sylvester Stallone, was not very towards the comics, but it was Stallone, so we were like, whatever, it's Stallone. Let him do what he wants. He's funny, whatever. Um, I've never seen that one per se, so that's just what I've heard. Um, this one stars Carl Urban from the Lord of the Rings series and the new Star Trek movies as Judge Dredd. And this one is more towards the comics that, from what I've heard, the movie actually got me wanting to read the comics because it seems really good. And there's like where Judge Dredd and Batman meets. I'm like, what? This is cool. So I say that movie is actually really good. It's a bit of a change from your normal hack and slash shoot 'em up movie. Um, the villain in this movie is not a man; it's a drug lord woman named Mama. It's great, actually. I've seen the actress that plays her before, but I can't recall her. In this one, it's very much for 3D. In the movie there's a drug called slow mo, which I'm assuming the slow motion parts are more for the 3D effect. Those were a bit lacking, but cool at the same time. Everything else about the movie was amazing. Carl Urban is phenomenal in that movie. He's very good as Judge Dredd. The girl that's supposedly his little partner kind of reminded me of a very young Samus from Metroid. So I was like, she should play Samus. But that's just me personally. I thought it was good. I can't really say much because I don't know about the world of Judge Dredd and whatever. It's like a post-apocalyptic America where it's pretty much just the police reign, and those are called judges, and they'll judge you like right then and there if they see you do something, that kind of thing. It's actually pretty cool, but like the world has gone to crap, and the world is just this one big chunk of place, so that's kind of cool. Um, and the Rurouni Kenshin movie. Oh, wait, before I do that, I'd give the Dredd movie a 5 out of 5. I personally liked it a lot. I thought it was really cool. I know I didn't really say much, but I don't want to give a lot away. Um, Now the Rurouni Kenshin movie. Oh my god, that movie was amazing. It had me in tears because I was so happy. It gets me teary because you don't really see that good of from anime to live action at all. um, well, it's like let's use video game movies as an example, like Street Fighter and I guess Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was very good for its time. Still is good. It's still considered the best video game movie ever, from what I heard in people's opinion. Street Fighter did try, but still kind of crap. A lot of the Ken and Ryu didn't do anything in that movie. They were just there. Um, and then King of Fighters was crap. That movie was utter crap. I'm not even gonna go into that. It was utter crap. Um, then we have like I'll compare the Rurouni Kenshin movie to the Dragon Ball Z movie. Granted, Rurouni Kenshin was made in Japan and Dragon Ball was made over here for whatever reason. Dragon Ball movie sucked balls. But that movie sucked. Casting was terrible, music was terrible, everything about that was just terrible. I'd kill it. Execute it over in the corner. It should die in a pit of fire. Because Dragon Ball Z was one of my favorite animes growing up, and they demolished it. Now, as Ruroni Kenshin, that was done amazingly. Hair, casting, music, everything reminded me of the show. The people that they got to play the characters actually looked like the characters if they were real people. The actors were pretty much down pat to the people that they were playing. The music was amazing. They had the costumes right. They even had the hair right. Not to mention, they even went as far as to get height correct. Because we have Sanosuke there, who's pretty much a tower over everybody, and Kenshin, who's quite kind of short. I saw that and I'm like, yes, they even got that right. I mean, granted, the movie is a mix between the first two arcs because you can only do so much in a movie. What made me really happy was that they brought in a little bit of the element of Samurai X. They did flashbacks of it, just little minor things. But you'll know if you watch Samurai X, you know it's the prequel to the Ruroni Kenshin series. It's telling about Kenshin's backstory before he became a Ronin. And you'll see a certain part which we do see in Samurai X, and I'm just like, oh! And there are characters from Samurai X that they don't name. We don't see their face, but we know who they are. So I'm just like, it kind of freaked out. I was like, yee! Squeal. That movie just made my heart just explode because Ruroni Kenshin, I grew up on that, and I was just like, finally, something to kickstart a genre of actual good, like, anime movies. I'm just hoping that they do more like that. Granted, I hear the sequel is being done by the Spanish. At least that's what I read. I'm kind of confused on that. And they're changing the name from Ruroni Kenshin to the Samurai Warrior. I don't know. But that movie got a 10 out of 10. Well, no, 100 out of 10. Love. My only complaint was there's no Aoshi. I was very sad. Because I wanted to see Aoshi, but he's not there. Everyone else is, but not him. Granted, the only characters that they bring in is Jine, Kenshin obviously, Kaoru, Yahiko, Megumi, Sanosuke, Saito, Miss Tai, Tsubame. Granted, those are really minor people, but we know because we see them. There was no Dr. Gensai or his little granddaughters, which made me sad. So we didn't see little girls going, Nako Ken. I'm like, no. I miss those little side characters that aren't there. And then Konryu is there too. The guy who's playing Konryu is just perfect as Konryu, even though he has these stupid platform shoes, which I thought were very stupid. But then again, it's Konryu, so we let him do what he wants. And then they have... There we go. Two villain-ish characters from the series. If you've done the whole Ruroni Kenshin thing, how long it is, you might recognize these characters. One for sure. One was kind of hard to guess. And if you're a fan of the series, I'm pretty sure you'll really like this movie. It was only shown in the United States in Los Angeles on December 14th last year. Sadly, we, as Americans, aren't going to get a release, from what I hear. We might get imports, but from what I know, from what I've researched, we don't have a release date. Everywhere else does, but we don't. Which is strange because Warner Brothers kind of helped produce the movie, so I don't understand why we wouldn't get it. And then, finally, the last movie on my list is The Hobbit. Oh, The Hobbit. It fed my nerdy fangirlness and I died. I fainted. Not literally, just emotionally, and I went, ah! And it was a very, very good movie. I don't understand why people still complain about it as, oh, it's not as good as the trilogy. Of course, it's not going to be just like the trilogy. Comparing The Hobbit to the actual trilogy, if you've read the books, you'll know that The Hobbit is considered more of a child's adventure compared to the actual trilogy. Because in The Hobbit, they're going to try and save the last great dwarf kingdom. That's a very small place compared to saving the whole Middle Earth. So yeah, it's going to be considered a child's tale. It's going to be slightly lack in what the Lord of the Rings trilogy was. So yes, this is going to be quite more lighthearted than the other one, but it's still going to be in that range of emotional thing. I was actually very pleased when they brought in some poems from the books. So I was like, oh, yes! Plus, they have a really good range of actors from other things in this movie. Of course, they have returning cast, which is great, which I think is very, very smart. They have James Nesbitt, who played in the BBC Jekyll as he was playing the Jekyll and Hyde person. That was a good series. Got a little weird towards the end. He is a very good actor. And then he plays Buffer, who is one of my favorite characters. I'm not gonna lie, he's great. And then we have, I forgot his name, but this guy plays Mitchell in the UK version of Being Human. And he plays Keeley. And again, another one of my favorite characters. Not surprised. He's very good in the movie too. There's a few like unknown people in this movie who are doing a really great job. The people who play Ori and Feely, they're not very well known. They haven't really done much, but they're very good. And then the guy who plays Thorin was in Captain America. He played Heinz Kruger. I'm assuming he was right there with Red Skull. I don't know, so he would know Hugo Weaving because Hugo Weaving played Red Skull in Captain America. He also played the character Guy in the BBC Robin Hood series, which I didn't know until I looked it up. Like, what? And then we also have Martin Freeman, who's playing a young Bilbo, and everyone knows Martin Freeman from Hot Fuzz, from Sherlock. Also, we have Benedict Cumberbatch, who is playing the Necromancer, and he's doing the voice of the dragon. And we all know who Cumberbatch is. I would hope so. Plays in Sherlock. He plays a lot of things that we don't realize, but he's in there. He even played freaking Stephen Hawking in a movie. What? Which is awesome. That movie just like fed my nerdism for Lord of the Rings because I'm a big, huge Lord of the Rings person. Hence poster. Yeah. And then I gave that movie like a bajillion out of 10. It was brilliant. I loved it. So this probably wasn't very helpful. It was just me babbling and being bleh. So I'm gonna go do the other 3 videos that I said I was going to. I'll probably do my New Year's BJD resolution on what dolls I want to bring home this year. So I'll be back soon, guys. Bye.